Financial success is not determined by a person's charm, intellect, or skill, but by certain behaviors that distinguish the affluent from the poor. The majority of wealthy people in the world did not acquire their wealth through a stroke of luck. Rather, it was the result of a great deal of hard work, dedication, perseverance through difficult times, and most importantly, the habits that enabled them to achieve their dream of financial prosperity. As Aristotle famously said, we tend to become what we continually do, that is, our habits. These behaviors gradually become ingrained in us, assisting us in achieving greatness. The following are the 10 finest habits of the wealthy that they internalize in order to achieve economic excellence. Number 1. Focusing on one goal. Humans are created in such a manner that they maximize their potential and thrive when they are laser-focused on a single purpose. Pursuing numerous objectives concurrently will distract your energy and attention and will have a detrimental effect on all of them with no significant progress toward any of them. As the adage goes, a jack of all trades is a master of none. Rich individuals are laser-focused on a single objective and devote all of their efforts to achieve that objective. Number 2. Setting goals. Each day, many of us have ambitions to do something significant. However, only a small percentage of us actively strive toward it. Setting realistic goals and pursuing them with consistency, effort, and patience is the way to proceed. Additionally, we have influence over the outcomes of a goal, which is not the case with wishes. Each year, over 70% of the wealthy pursue a single primary objective and strive toward it, whereas the poor do not. Number 3. Waking up early. Every day, we all get the same amount of time, 24 hours. The most effective use of your most valuable resource, time, is the defining factor in determining your success. There are several proverbs from wise men extolling the virtues of rising early, and there is a good reason for that. Numerous billionaires have attained financial success via the use of this technique. According to a 5-year study of rich individuals, 44% of them woke up 3 hours earlier than their scheduled work time. How you wake up each day has a significant impact on your degree of achievement in every aspect of your life. Mornings that are focused and productive result in days that are focused, productive, and successful. Mornings that are unfocused, unproductive, and substandard result in a mediocre quality of life. You may utilize the time any way you like, but the important thing is that you get up and focus on improving every part of your daily routine. Getting up at a set hour and preparing accordingly can also help you improve your sleep. Complete important tasks in the morning. That will free up time in the evening for workouts. Mark Wahlberg has been quoted as saying, "Get up early and do the additional effort that others are unable or unwilling to accomplish." Kobe Bryant has said, "There are always enough hours in the day." These individuals understand how to seize the day. If you get up an hour earlier and spend an hour each day focusing on your finances, you can make a significant difference in your life. You may establish a side company, invest in real estate, embark on a new professional path, or address some personal economic difficulties. Number 4. Avoiding procrastination. Procrastination is the primary detriment to the accomplishment of the majority of our duties, objectives, and goals. As someone so eloquently stated, many individuals fail in life because they believe they have time. Rich individuals recognize that delay will always result in a loss of quality if they continue to wait for the ideal tomorrow that will never arrive. They are aware that this damaging behavior has the potential to jeopardize their relationships with employers, customers, and clients. The good news is that everyone can conquer procrastination, and the process is easier than you may believe. The voice of procrastination shouts just as loudly and clearly in the brains of individuals who thrive in life as it does in those who do not. How are they able to conquer it? They accomplish tasks via the use of to-do lists. They establish hard timelines and consult with accountability partners to guarantee they accomplish their objectives and timeframes. Number 5. Living within their means. This is another distinguishing characteristic of the wealthy. Rich individuals avoid overspending in the now and prioritize their future. The majority of individuals who suffer financially spend excessively without conserving, sometimes falling into debt. The wealthy acquire the habit of spending around 80% of their income and conserving the remaining 20% for the future. Developing a saving and budgeting habit might benefit you in the long term. The majority of Americans overspend on housing and transportation, but there are methods to reduce these expenditures. According to the American Automobile Association, the average cost of automobile ownership in the United States is roughly $9,500 per year. A budget for yearly maintenance of at least 1% of the value of your house is an acceptable estimate. In some places of the United States, it is possible to live without a vehicle or to commute using alternative or public transportation. Certain cities feature walkable areas with convenient shopping and services that eliminate the need for frequent automobile excursions. The more convenience goods you purchase, for example, packaged or prepared meals, the more money you spend. If you are typically healthy, maintain that state by eating a balanced diet, getting enough exercise, and investing a portion of your money to health-related services. If you have an overflowing closet and nothing to wear as a result of fashion fads and impulsive purchases, try a minimalist wardrobe. If you want to become government rich, then make sure to subscribe for more insightful videos like this one. They'll help you grow as a person, and they're free. Number 6. Avoiding negative people and exercising self-control. Energy and emotions are two of a human being's most significant and potent weapons. Rich individuals are aware of this reality and make a concerted effort to balance these two factors. For 70% of individuals who suffer financially, it is their loose lips that cause them pain, since they have little to no emotional control. Avoiding negative individuals may assist you in managing your emotions by preventing them from draining your positive energy. This characteristic is shared by 90% of the rich. Number 7. Developing the habit of reading. Your best companions are books. Wealthy individuals read just those books that may help you develop as a person. Rich individuals prioritize reading educational books, career-related materials, listening to audiobooks while commuting, biographies of successful people, and knowledge of history and current events. Few rich individuals read books for recreational reasons. For instance, as an entrepreneur, your reading habits can aid you in developing into a more capable and successful company owner and leader. Reading can help the typical millionaire develop and learn. 85% of self-made billionaires read 2 or more books every month. Number 8. Prudent risk-taking. To accomplish great things, prudent risks are important. Wealthy individuals recognize that calibrated risks eventually result in benefits. As a consequence, they take calculated risks and strive for positive outcomes. Additionally, they are more likely to take calculated chances rather than irresponsible ones, since they are aware of the benefits, drawbacks, and possibilities associated with a risk taken. They have contingency plans in place and are aware of the potential for loss if the strategy fails. They take risks initially, but gradually reduce them as they get wealthier in order to retain that wealth, because you only want to get wealthy once. They take large risks in the first few years when they have nothing to lose. Number 9. Limiting time spent watching TV. Rich individuals understand that wasting time in front of television screens and on the internet may eat up a significant portion of their precious time. Around 70% of the wealthy spend less than an hour of their daily routine watching television or surfing the internet. They solely use the internet for work-related or educational objectives. The majority of individuals who are financially strapped squander important time on screens, whereas the wealthy make effective use of their time. The typical individual watches television for 5 hours and 11 minutes every day. This indicates that about 1/5 of our 24 hours are spent in front of the television. Television creates irrational expectations as a result of the random settings and situations shown, which can never occur in real life. The more time you spend watching television, the less likely you are to accomplish anything, particularly if you own a television. Additionally, it increases your likelihood of eating more and burning less calories owing to lack of physical activity. Individuals who watch a lot of television tend to be more dissatisfied with their lives. Not only is being sociable useful for relaxing and imprinting nice notions in our brains, but it may also help us grow smarter. Keep that in mind the next time you sit in front of a computer screen. If you don't want your belief system tainted, then cut down on your television viewing. How often do you see Lamborghini or Ferrari advertisements on television? Number 10. Perseverance. Another distinguishing and unique characteristic of successful and wealthy individuals is their persistence. If they fail, they examine their faults, make necessary corrections, and devise a new approach. The majority of individuals who suffer financially quit immediately upon encountering a slight setback. Rich individuals use tenacity, effort, devotion, consistency, and patience as tools, and will not relinquish pursuing their lofty goals in the face of adversity. And if you found this video useful, then you'll love these. And be sure to like this video to let the YouTube algorithm know you'd like to see more videos like this one.